Hello guys and welcome back to SWTOR Central, your central source for Star Wars The Old Republic videos, and in this video we are going to be discussing the future of the current storyline, so please sit back, relax, enjoy yourself because this is about to get juicy. Alrighty then folks, so before we get to the base of this video, we have to look at where we stand now in the storyline. Okay, so what we know is that we did defeat Arkin in battle, and Senya did take Arkin and flee with him, to teach him to become a better man, so to speak. Also, depending on some of your choices in the last chapter, Koth will have stolen the gravestone from you, or you will still have the gravestone along with Koth, unfortunately for you if that has happened. For me, losing the gravestone was a little price to pay. Moving on, Vaylin has claimed the Eternal Throne for herself, with Scorpio at her side. Although we don't really know why Scorpio is doing this for Vaylin, all of this is yet to be seen. So the state of the Alliance at the moment is actually very good. It's actually quite safe to say that we are winning the current war. In fact, as we all know, after the Battle of Edessin, Valkorion did return to us, and also more allies joined our cause. So these are the things that we know at the moment. So where does the story go from here? Well then, isn't that the question, my curious little Jawas? Now just a quick disclaimer before we get into the rest of this. Please remember that this is just all wild speculation, all completely based off of my own imagination and things that I have seen in the game. We all reserve the right to our own opinion and our own thinking. And as always, I encourage you to share your own thoughts down in the comment section below or build upon what I am saying in this video. And with that being said, let's get into this. So at the end of the Knights of the Fallen Empire storyline, we were kinda just left in the dark. We had an ending scene from Vaylin and Scorpio where we saw them exchange a conversation, and Vaylin then sat on the Eternal Throne claiming it for herself. Then BioWare actually released a slight teaser clip, which I'll show for you now really quickly. Now this teaser clip did actually open up more questions, as well as give us just a little glimpse of what's to come. Now the full length trailer is yet to be released, which is actually in a couple of days from now, but I wanted to make this video first before the trailer, and after the trailer is released we'll do another video. Okay, so at the moment everybody is trying to relate the person from the teaser to Vaylin. I've even said myself that I do believe the person in the teaser is a young girl. However, I do not believe that it is Vaylin. Now I've been thinking about this really hard, okay, because the story is getting very good. Nobody knows anything at all. The anticipation is killing me, to be quite honest. Okay, so we know that Vaylin is a powerful Force user. However, I am not worried about having to fight Vaylin in the next expansion. In fact, I've already said that I believe when we do fight Vaylin, we're just going to absolutely decimate her. It will be nowhere near as dramatic as the fight with Arkin. But you kind of also have to ask yourself this: who does Vaylin hate more? The Outlander or her mother? Because I'd say it's her mother. So in the next expansion, I am expecting to see Vaylin go after Senya, while at the same time she's also going to have to deal with us because we're obviously going to be trying to take the Eternal Throne away from her. Now Valkorion has returned and he did say that we are ready. So I think it's quite clear that Valkorion has been trying to prepare us for something, and I'm pretty sure that he's not been preparing us to face Vaylin. Valkorion knows what's coming and we do not. So at this point we should be expecting anything and everything. Now honestly, there are so many things going on, it's actually quite hard to keep track of everything. Once I come up with one theory, it kind of just gets blown away because something else just doesn't make sense. So at the moment, I want to focus on some of the things that I believe are important and will be involved in the next expansion. So let's just run through those things that we don't know. Valkorion's true motive, unknown. The builders of the Eternal Fleet, unknown. The builders of the Greystone, unknown. The motives of Darth Maul and Satil Shan, unknown. Who the robed figure is in the Knights of the Eternal Throne teaser image, unknown. Who the young person is in the Knights of the Eternal Throne teaser trailer, unknown. The reason as to why anybody would buy the Manipulator Cartel pack, unknown. I believe that these are the important things that we need to think about, and these will be involved in the next expansion, obviously excluding that last one. Seriously though, do not buy the Manipulator's Cartel pack, like, what the hell, it's just trash. Anyways, moving on. So I want to once again refer to something that Sana Ray said to us in game. Now she did send us some mail in game which is related to the storyline, and she said that she had a vision, or she had seen a serpent-like scaly being. If somebody knows the exact quote, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. I actually couldn't find it anywhere and I didn't have any footage, so sorry about that. Anyways, the Voss mystics are very well known for having very accurate premonitions. It's been mentioned many times already in the Knights of the Fallen Empire storyline by NPCs and the Heralds of Zildrog that there is a prophecy of Zildrog returning, but I do believe it goes a lot more in depth than that. You see, way before Valkorion ruled the Eternal Empire on Zakul, the people of Zakul used to go by the old ways, and they actually had their own deity or god called Isaacs. Isaacs is said to be the embodiment of Zildrog. Now, I know a lot of you have a hard time trying to relate Zildrog into the storyline. However, I'm telling you that it is going to happen, okay? And I believe it's going to be happening through the form of Isaacs. If a Voss mystic has a premonition of something, it is very unwise to ignore it. Valkorion has also been preparing us to face something. He also disappeared for some time, which we know perhaps he was spectating something. Okay, so bear with me here. I believe that the events in the teaser that we got is set in the past, and I'm actually now starting to believe that this person in the image could actually be a young boy, because there is nothing really gender specific on screen that we see. So I believe that this person in the teaser is actually a descendant of Isaacs. This person has been kept a secret. By who? We don't know. Why? To fulfill a prophecy. The return of Zildrog. If a descendant of Isaacs was to rise to power, this essentially would be fulfilling the prophecy of the return of Zildrog. This person would have a rightful claim to the eternal throne. So not only is the person in the teaser trailer a descendant of Isaacs, also the person in the teaser image is the grown-up version of this person, and is also the descendant of Isaacs. I believe that Valkorion's disappearances have led him to this person. He's been spectating this person, perhaps even manipulating them, or maybe just watching from afar. Now see, this is where everything really starts to confuse me, because even if this was the case, Valkorion essentially has the power to destroy this person. Or does he? Maybe he has no power over the old gods. Who knows? We don't know how powerful the old gods are. Perhaps Isaacs is going to return to Zakul and raise the monster from the swamps. So while this descendant of Isaacs is trying to reclaim the eternal throne, Valen is trying to keep the eternal throne, and we, the Outlander from the Alliance, are also trying to overthrow the person sat on the eternal throne. So the Knights of the Eternal Throne storyline is essentially going to be a game of Thrones. This is all just a sick game to Valkorion. I am so excited to find out what his true motives are. We don't know when we're going to find those out, but honestly, I am just so curious, because he is planning something. He's up to something big time. But hey, who knows? The descendant of Isaacs is surely going to be the enemy of Valkorion, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend.